And we're live. Welcome. What's going on? I hear echo. Welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, y'all. What's up? Am I echoing? Are we good? I know we were scheduled for 1:30, but we paused for the cause and we here now. So welcome everyone coming in. Welcome, welcome. Hit the like button on your way in. And we're gonna have us a good live today. So grab a snack, grab your drinks, grab your whatever. Let's go. Let's get it. Cue the intro.
What's up? I'm Mista, my beautiful wife Cakz. Cakz presents, along with the presenters, Marriage and Marijuana, the Eminem fam, story of us. Welcome everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. It's Saturday. Why not gather? Hopefully, everybody has been enjoying the Saturday thus far. The weather. Hopefully, it was pretty good where you are at.
It's pretty good where we at. It's like partly cloudy. It's not like super sunny, but it still feels good.
We're gonna get into a couple of things today. Definitely gonna get into a couple of things today. We are gonna show some clips. We are gonna have some conversation. It's a panel talk. It's a panel type of live. So when we drop the link, feel free to hit it and come on up.
Are we dropping a link now? We can. I guess we
sure.
Can drop
why
it
not?
Now. It's a panel, so we're gonna drop it now.
If you feel like hitting the link coming up on the panel, please do so. You ain't gotta show your face, but we implore and we always ask for you to speak your shit. Yes.
Yes. So I'm dropping the link real quick. So that's how we're gonna do it now. We're gonna drop the link early and get that out the way. I'm not gonna forget this time. There you go. It's already dropped. We got some we definitely have some interesting topics to talk about. We like to talk about a couple different things, and I think this is pretty interesting. So, by the title, she's homeless with a man. So we're definitely going to get into that. Yesterday was Cinco de Mayo. We went live last night. It was cool. We had a pretty good live. I enjoyed it. It was a bit long. So shout out to everybody in the replay that watched it all the way through. You was a trooper. And who's hungover? Is anybody hungover? I wonder if Keisha K. Lee hungover. I did upload her live. She went live on Instagram yesterday. Pretty lit, She was pretty girl wasted. That's what I would say. That's what I do. Pretty girl wasted. But I uploaded that. It was a little keckle. It was funny. Is anybody hungover from last night though? Or is everybody good? Did y'all get y'all Coke and Pepsi? Like I said last night.
Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah, that's good for hangovers. I know because I've had like two around 2020 when the pandemic was here. I definitely had about 2 hangovers, and that definitely works. So I definitely 10 out of 10 will recommend.
Now I want to talk about I just want to touch on this topic right fast. She's homeless with a man. She has a man who has allowed her to become homeless, or was she homeless and then got this man? A lot of people get in relationships just for shelter. A lot of people get with people to deal with whatever may come with a partner. So she's homeless with a man. How many people have actually, how many people will be honest and say they've been in that situation?
I have.
How many people will be honest and say they've been in that situation?
We have definitely been homeless before. And I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not ashamed to say it because I think it's a part of life. It depends on what your reason and probably how homeless you are because there's always levels to it. You know, like you not being under your own roof, that's enough to say you're homeless. You know, so it just levels to it. But
And what did that?
it definitely depends on how you got there. Like we're not gonna sugarcoat too much. You know, we're gonna keep it real, right, babe?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So she's homeless with a man. The link is in the chat. Anybody want to come up? It's a panel discussion, a panel live. You know, this is how tonight's presentation is.
Even though it's 2:30 in the afternoon.
Even though it's 2:30. Welcome to the presentation.
It may be evening time somewhere like in the UK or something. In another country, maybe.
Okay, so let's get with the first clip.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay, this is the first clip that we're gonna get into. All right.
Before you play it.
Hey, Mysterious. You said don't play it yet?
No, hold on. Remember the clips can be intertwined with an array of topics that we watch on YouTube or that we talk about, you know, amongst each other or with each other. No rhyme or reason, but they all have something that we talk about. And we all have, what's the word I'm looking for? We all have opinions on it. So I'm going to go get into the first one. Here we go.
Shit, like, what do y'all keep talking about this? The money goes into a pot. Things get paid out of it. Who is counting penny for penny?
Child support is supposed to be for just that child. If that man is paying for that child that the government says that he has to pay for, it's not her right to try to divide that up. No, it's supposed to go to that one child. You get on the other daddies.
And you think that $400 can raise a child?
It's just an
No,
example.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that that's what they do. Some do. I'm not saying all women do that. That's just what some of them do. You don't use somebody else.
Don't let them gaslight you, because did we not just agree that child support is not raising a kid?
Yeah.
So
that's not raising a kid. What I'm saying is that when it actually do come down just to the money part, then that's where it's supposed to go, to that one child. It's supposed to go for that one child. You can't sit if a woman's paying child support. If a man paying child support for his child, and then let's just say some of that child support money she used on a light bill, of course all the other kids stay in there. That's not no problem. But when you start trying to single and try to divide everything up to try to split that money, that's where the problem starts. It's like, well, y'all holding me accountable. What about these other two dudes?
But
that's why I say I don't understand where it's all on the man. It's all on the man of who they lay down with or whatever. It's on that woman too. He didn't rape her. She laid down too. She was happy making this child.
You can't see the R word.
Oh,
let me ask you something though.
My bad.
You got money coming into one account, right? Tell me what would it look like for you to make sure that little $400 is solely going to that kid, when there's plenty of bills and everything else coming out of this account that money is just coming into? That makes no sense. Like, how does that make sense for y'all?
It makes plenty of sense.
I'm paying attention to every hard-earned dollar that I work for.
That I gotta give up.
said they don't want. I get what he's saying. What he's saying is if he's giving him $400 for his kid, he doesn't want me to use his $400 to pay for his two kids, plus the other two kids that I got with the other baby daddy, plus the other kid that I got with the other baby. Like his $400 should not be buying shoes for my 5 kids when only 2 of them are his. I don't have 5 kids. It's an example. So
Okay, so
his $400 should not be paying for 5 kids' shoes. It should only pay for his kids' shoes. That's what he's trying to say.
Okay, maybe the
That's
part
it.
that I'm stuck on.
Correct,
Why
that shit.
do it even matter? Like, why does it even? Like, why does it matter?
It matters because you're trying to hold me responsible, but you're not holding the other
all
person
your
responsible.
You're not.
That's
it's
what
not
I'm saying.
holding
It
you
matters.
You should be responsible. It's your kid. Like, regardless.
Yeah,
of
but you don't use my kid money for your other children. I did not lay down to have those other children. I laid down to have this one.
You have some mothers that have 4 baby daddies and only 1 baby daddy paying. What he's saying is that he doesn't want to pay when the other 4 baby daddies are not paying. He doesn't want to have to pay for 5 kids' shoes when he only has 1 kid. That's what he's trying to say.
And then you turn around and still hound me for some, oh, that's not enough, Your Honor. Well, wait a minute. That is enough. That's what I could afford. Now, because you're equating to the judge about how much more money I should be paying because I got a good job, not examining that 1 kid. You're trying to put 2 or 3 other children on me and saying how this child's supposed to be living.
Okay, now I totally agree. We've had this conversation on here before. There's no way that one man should be his money he shouldn't be forced to increase his child support because the mother of his child is splitting that money amongst other children whose fathers aren't paying or doing anything.
And that happens.
It's some people that feel that's okay. Don't worry about
don't leave the other kids out.
Yeah.
Even if they're not the dad, even if that's not their dad, you're not gonna leave my other children out.
Which is crazy to me. Now if he decided on himself that he ain't mind or he wanted to do something for the kid, that's kosher, but that's not what I don't really think that's an option in this conversation that they had. It was point blank period. You paying the $400 or $500, whatever they were saying, and they gonna split it up amongst the kids, and then get mad at you and go and try to go back to court and tell the judge that it's not enough. You need an increase
and now they're homeless.
Because they need to take care of their other kids, but they ain't gonna say that part.
And they don't want to work. When they see child support, they see that as, total income. That's supposed to be for that specific thing, not to take care of everything,
So when Hips was talking about it's a scam or whatever the hell he was talking about, I'm pretty sure he wasn't referring it to in that way.
I think that was very illiterate to say. I mean, is he saying it's even if he's saying it's a scam because it's the government that's doing it, it doesn't matter. It's about the child at the end of the day, right? So if you are not taking care of your child and someone have to step in, it's not a scam. It's a safety net. It's a protocol, something you do when you're forced to take care of your child. So we shouldn't have to be forced to do this, but sometimes, like the Cryer family, if y'all know the Prince family's dad, the Cryer family, him and Erica, she's pregnant again with her 3rd child. She's about to have another baby, and Cryer saying it's not his, but the baby that she had prior to that he know is his, he put himself on child support because he said he don't want to go through nothing. She's iffy, and he don't want her. He don't want to get jammed up, so he put himself on child support, but only for that 1 kid. So I guess if you take the initiative and put yourself on child support, is it better?
All I know is if I had to pay child support, you better not be splitting my child support payment up.
And if you're not paying child support at all, like Chris Hips, because we know he is not paying child support.
Wait a minute, don't forget Pepper.
Yeah, but we was talking about Chris Hips. We know he's not paying child support neither. That's why he's missing in action. They probably looking for him. Like, where the child support? So I'm pretty sure he's definitely not paying because Jazzy can barely get food. So you think she can pay child support for him? No, they're not married, so she don't have to pay. If they married, she definitely would have to pay, whether she want to or not. But yeah, is it better if you go ahead and put herself on child support? You know, is it better for the dads or the parent to put themselves on child support? Will it avoid a lot of this mishap that happens?
No, it won't. No. You put yourself on child support, that's fine and dandy. You stepping up to the plate, you trying to handle your responsibility, but it ain't gonna solve a damn thing because they gonna do what they want to do. And I, you know, I champion you doing what you're supposed to do for your responsibility. What I don't champion is being faulted because the other person is trying to do other shit to make sure their other kids is all right. I don't champion that, and I think it's some bullshit. So we touched that one. Anybody got something to say? They want to hit the link, come up and give their viewpoint on it. Please feel free to do so. Or if you just want to talk about whatever, do whatever. I'm gonna move on to the next one.
This laptop is laggy a little bit. Bear with us. This is the second part, right? You want to do the second part? Or
yeah, we'll do that one.
What I'm telling you is this. I'm telling the black man right now, from my witnesses, from my personal experiences, stop being stepfathers so much. If y'all stop that, they will start appreciating you and they'll start taking their decisions seriously.
Brother, do you have children? Syed, do you have children?
Yes.
Are you with somebody or are you with the baby's mother?
Wait. You got kids, bro?
He has kids and he's not with the mother of his children.
No, I'm not.
Okay, so why is it that we can't make we can't make single women we can't take on the role of being stepfathers, but you want a woman to take on the role of stepmother and you think that's justified somehow?
Listen, brother.
You can make a woman a single mother, but you won't be with one?
No,
you can make a woman a single mother, but you won't be with one. That's messed up, bro.
Can I explain?
Yep.
Yeah, can I explain?
No, that's okay. We don't need to explain your hypocrisy.
You go ahead and tell me my story.
That's flat out hypocrisy. Straight up hypocrisy.
It doesn't make sense.
That don't make no sense.
The situation does not matter. As long as she is a single woman, she does not deserve a man. He does not care why. So we should not care why he's a single father. That's coddling, toxic behavior because now he wants to explain why he's in the situation
I was married to my son's
when he doesn't
mother.
even accept a woman his age and another woman who was in a relationship with a college man who chose not to be with your situation as the host. He is not even accepting that. So we are not accepting his situation. No,
You
we're
don't
not
gotta
cuddling.
accept it.
No,
I'm telling it to the brothers.
No, you made your
This
decision.
not for me.
And really,
This is for our future.
really, she should drop you at this point because,
Hey, I don't
like,
mind.
for
You
you to
low-key
have
made the
that
host
type of
feel some type of way.
This is not
He
your
sat there
show.
and expressed
How you
a
gonna tell her
vulnerable
what to do?
situation to you, and you
How you
said,
gonna tell
"So
her what to
what?
do?"
One at a
It's
time,
her
y'all.
fault."
One at a time.
You said it was her fault. So
I
yes,
never
you
said
should
it
be
was her
dropped
fault.
up out of here. You have no
Did I say
compassion
it was
for
her fault?
nothing.
I said
You
I
said
was
women need
married.
to pick
You go
better.
into
You
every
should have picked a
live
better
and say
woman.
the same thing. I'm not going to allow you to do that to my friend.
No, that
You
woman
have to
should
get
have
up
picked
out
better
of
than
here.
him.
You do this in every single live for the past year, and you are a single father. That's what I was trying to say before she muted me. But you told me I was being disrespectful, and that's the problem that men have. We don't respect them, and that's not true. I know you. I've been in multiple panels with you. You get kicked off every panel because you go with this rhetoric.
I do not.
And then people find out that you were married or had a woman and then left you and her kids. So stop it. This is crazy.
So if you get in a relationship, hold on.
On this live,
if you get in a relationship, do you have custody of your children?
You said what, sir?
Do you have custody of your children?
No, I don't have custody of my son.
Okay, so if you get married to a woman who don't have kids, your the mother of your children is going to be a single mom.
Yes.
So she shouldn't get a husband.
That was her
and you're not with her.
She divorced me. I didn't divorce her.
Starting to make sense, y'all.
What the fuck? What the hell are you talking about?
Let them talk. It's all starting to make sense.
It doesn't, Jetson. This doesn't make sense what he's saying, bro.
No. You got to read between the lines, Snacks. He's speaking out of his own personal trauma right now. That's what he's doing. He's speaking out his own personal trauma right now.
I'm speaking out my personal experience.
Okay.
So are you honestly going to say, as a father, that you want a woman who don't have kids, even though you have kids, but women who have kids don't deserve a husband, but you deserve a wife? Is that what you're saying?
No, listen, brother. Listen to me. I'm not married to no one, and I really don't plan on being married to no one, especially no one in America. Okay, I don't plan on that.
And now you don't plan on
you a passport bro too.
Make sure you have enough money when you get there.
I'm on your.
Okay, that was interesting. That's very interesting. What I got.
Oh, there's a passport, bro.
What I got from that is he's saying that men should not. Crazy, right? Welcome. I said what I said, sis.
Welcome.
What I got from that is that he's saying that single mothers are like the constellation prize. He's saying that men shouldn't become stepfathers. They shouldn't get with single women. And they were saying that's crazy because he has kids in an ex. And he would want a woman to get with him, a single father. It's okay for a single father to make a single motherless woman a stepmother, but it's not okay for a single man to make a single, to get with a single mother, which is crazy. And then I heard towards the end the dudes are it's starting to come together. No. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about him saying that in so many words, single mothers are consolation prizes or shouldn't be your first choice?
I think it's totally unfair because he's a reason why a mother is single.
Yeah.
So he's a walking contract. He's
walking contradiction.
Yeah, he's a walking contradiction.
I said what I said. I said what I said. Sis says I don't have kids, and I wouldn't marry a man with kids. I play around with them, but that's it. I understand that. But are you totally opposed? If you met somebody that checked the boxes that you find or that you desire to be checked, would you be opposed to getting in a serious relationship with them? But seriously, you know how women used to say they don't want a man who got kids?
Yeah.
So can we really get mad at somebody for their opinion? No, not for their opinion.
In their preference, no.
In their preference.
Because a lot of people don't want to deal with nobody else's children. And that's just what it is.
But for him to say that single mothers, because he probably can't, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. I ain't gonna say I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure, but it's a likelihood that he came from a single mother himself. And people always, I see my mom have to grow up and do it by herself, and I don't want that for. Yeah, it sounds.
But end
good.
Up doing it.
It
Turn
sounds
around
good.
doing it.
It sounds good.
If it works, it works. We're all meant to have someone, but it might not be the one you think it is. We definitely are not meant to be alone, but we're not meant to keep dealing with somebody's bullshit neither. So, some of us is single because we don't want to deal with the bullshit. And sometimes, like, when it comes to these men that's more modern, they're not working. They want to sit at home and tell us what to do, and we go out and get the money, come back, make the food, cook it. How they say, cut the cow, cook it, however it goes. They're not stepping up like they supposed to their own family. But they'll go to someone else's family, which is the girl you met down the street or down the way, whatever. And you're going to become a father to that family. Now you're going to step up. Now you're going to do things that you should have did at your other house, at home. It's just a messed up situation. And then for him to say, oh, well, I don't want to mess with a single woman, but, I left my wife or baby mom, and now she's single. It's just a pattern. It's an ongoing pattern that we have to deal with. This is what we have to deal with.
And another, you know what else?
They don't want to take care of their family, but they'll go find a new family and want to take care of that family. It is what it is, but that's basically what he's saying.
I've heard this said off social media, in real life, recently, years ago, and I even heard it said on YouTube by reactors as well, that a lot of times a man who will take on a role of a stepfather from a single mother, like,
is a real man.
No.
That's a good man.
No. Let me finish. Like, we all act like, who would want to date somebody with 9 kids?
Right. Yes.
We say that. We say that about Chrissy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And Philip, because Philip got 10 kids.
But it's double-edged, because we say that like something must be wrong with him, or what he trying to do. He must be a bum looking for a place to stay. Or he maybe can't have kids, always wanted a big family. He could be a good dude. Everything is two-sided.
So you saying?
I'm saying that sometimes,
for the person that chooses Chrissy with 9 children,
it could be one or two.
It could be a genuine situation going on. It don't have to be a smashing occasion. It can be he genuinely likes a lot of children.
I said somebody that
he can't have
somebody that chose to get a relationship. Someone that's chose to that wants and tries to get a relationship. It's two things. Maybe he can't have kids and he always wanted to, a big family. And he could probably genuinely like her, or he's looking for a come up. He ain't got to worry. He ain't got to worry about his food. If you see somebody
with 10 kids, you think about a big food stamp amount.
I was just about to say shit like that.
A big child support amount, like a big house, just big everything.
Please thumbs up the live if you haven't already. But you see,
and you like, if you can take care of 10 kids by yourself, I don't need to work.
What's up, Mahogany?
I'll come in and help you take care of them kids by cooking sometime or washing clothes.
No, but
instead of going out and getting the bacon, I'ma cook it.
How many people agree with what I said about the double-edged thing? Because we do ask ourselves and even each other and out loud, who would want to get with somebody with that amount of kids and why? they must be no good. They must be bum. It's something. Something must be wrong with them. It could be something wrong with them, but not mentally. Or it could be. But do you understand what I'm saying? So we people talk shit about it, and then some people big it up. You know, oh, he came in and he got them in order, and now they living better. All they needed was a strong man, somebody who was patient. You know, but that's just Big Mista, speaking. Hey, everybody has their opinion. I'm speaking my chat. Y'all speak y'all's. Hit the link. So it's a panel chat. We love to hear y'all. So I'm gonna go on to the next one.
Father. Let me tell you, my mom died when I was 21. My dad died 2 years ago when I was 37. I'm 39 now. I never got to explain to him how I felt as a daughter because he died before I could explain that. So I say to each and every mother and father, allow your kids to speak how they feel to either parent, because in the blink of an eye, that surely could be gone. And then you're left feeling like how I'm feeling. I didn't get to explain to this guy how that I felt. And it actually hurt me more when he died, because a few years prior to him dying, he wasn't homeless anymore. My brother made sure he wasn't homeless. He wasn't that bright father for my brother. My dad got off of drugs. He didn't allow himself to be a father to us, but he was a great grandfather to my son, because he missed that with us, but he showed that he could be he could have been the dad that at that time, he couldn't be the dad that we wanted him to be because his mindset wasn't there yet. But let me show my grandkids. I have one son. Let me show my grandson that I can be that father. And we allow him to do that. And when my dad passed away, I kid you not, me and my brother made sure. He told us, I know y'all not going to bury me the way that I want to be buried. When I die, I'm going to just die. Y'all can throw me in the sea if y'all want to. But we made sure he was buried properly. We made sure what we missed, he didn't have to go lacking. I never got to explain myself to him, but I deal with that now on an emotional level, and mentally it bothers me because I didn't get to explain that. So now with my 13-year-old son, his father is a part of his life. However, he doesn't teach him the right way. As a mother, I'm not going to talk against you. When you get old enough, I teach my son, when you get old enough, you'll be able to explain how you feel with your dad. So I'm definitely going to allow you. I'm going to allow your dad to be a part of your life. He has to deal with that when you get older and explain himself. But I'm not going to stop you or your dad from being a part of each other's life.
Okay. She said that her father passed before she got to really tell him how she felt about certain things. She said her father wasn't really a part of her brother in her life, but he tried to make up for the grandkids. She also said that she would never speak bad about, their father. Which we all common sense know we shouldn't do that anyway. Does it happen sometime? I'm pretty sure it does. I ain't gonna bullshit. I'm pretty sure it does. I remember, because we like to mix the mommies in with this stuff sometimes. I remember Tuna used to always talk shit about her kid's father. So now I'm wondering, is she gonna do the same thing with this baby's kid's father? I've never really heard Jasmine talk too ill about Philip. I haven't heard that. And definitely haven't heard her talk ill about Hips. Chrissy, here and there, I heard her sprinkle some, some ill words towards her kid's father. Huh? I know. I said Jazz never did it. I never heard Jazz. Never heard Jazz do it. When it comes to relationships, parents outside the home, it ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. We could probably close our eyes and throw a stone and shit in a sea of a million people. Probably hit at least $250,000 or $750,000. What's up, Zolin? Welcome. Cause most of us come from broken homes. Most of us can identify with brokenness. It's some of us we'll sit up here and lie and act like everything has been honky-dory. We're whole completely. Probably now, and even now, you're still not whole completely. But you're better than you probably was before. And a lot of us is worse than we were before.
Amen to
A
that.
lot of us, I don't know how to not look at everything fully. Sure, like Cakz said to me last night, sometimes a situation.
I just came back in because I just started cooking, so I'm multitasking. I'm in and out.
Like she told me last night, sometimes you may need to be monitored with your children. And for the life of me, even though I know parents do things to their kids and stuff, I guess I personalized it. And I'm like, ain't no fucking way I need to be. What up, opinionated E? I'm like, ain't no way I would be monitored. Fuck all that. That's mine. I don't care what nobody feel about it, what they gotta say. How they gonna tell me I need to be monitored? No.
But what if I have the full custodial rights and I say it's monitored? Then what you gonna do? If you're not as active because you're hopping from state to state. You're hopping from state to state. You got all these women up in your life, in your face, in your bed. That means they're gonna be potentially around my children, exposing my children, and I don't know what's going on.
So
right?
You added another element, and I see where you're going. What's up, Marilyn Gill? I see where you're going.
Welcome,
yet still,
welcome, Big E.
Regardless of if I have a million women in my bed, and just because you and I were how you and I was, you still know me, and you wouldn't know if I was a harm or a threat or anything to my child. And I would be thinking that you're doing it. I would think
people got better or worse. Maybe you got worse, and maybe I'm seeing it through.
So now
maybe I'm seeing it through social media.
So anything I say, you can add an element. Okay,
I mean seriously, like I'm looking at you on TikTok.
Okay,
I'm looking at you on Big O. You're begging women for money. You're soliciting women.
Well, something like that.
You're potentially sleeping with them.
Yeah, still
you're not stable enough.
That's not.
You don't have a place.
That has nothing to do with how I interact with my children.
It does matter.
No,
because
it doesn't.
If you're not stable, how you gonna be stable for a child?
Listen, okay, peep game.
Stable child, all right, that can't do it. All right,
well, listen. If I don't have a home, I can take my child to my mother's. I can go to the park. I can interact and still do with my child and make sure they're safe and all like that. Even if I don't have shelter for myself, I don't have to be. I don't have to be totally.
Excuse me.
I will, me myself personally, I don't feel I have to be totally 100% before I start making sure I'm doing in providing and spending time with my kids.
Well, just know that
I'll be on my last leg.
By you living a certain lifestyle, you definitely, when we have children, our lives change. And sometimes we roll with the punches and go with it. And sometimes we make arrangements and say, okay, we're going to be here. The kid is going to be there, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the case may be, if we're not appearing stable, that is uncomfortable to the parent, the guardian, the children, and anybody else that may be watching.
Okay.
Or may be involved.
Okay, I understand that. I understand that part.
Right? Am I right or wrong?
I'm just gonna say I understand.
Big E.
I'm just gonna say I understand it.
What do you think?
I'm just gonna say I understand. Not saying I agree with it.
What's your viewpoint?
Well, how y'all doing today? First of all,
we good. E.
I'm okay. I'm starting to cook. It's pretty cool outside. Like it's gonna rain, but
yeah.
We are definitely chilling today. It's a happy Saturday.
Yep. All right. We're talking about the second one, right? Well, I just joined in, and I saw the last two videos.
All right. I'm gonna play it again for you.
No, I'm saying I heard I'm kind of cross referencing because I heard the first one, and then I heard this one.
Now this is the third one. So this
okay. So let me because I don't know who asked them.
Right.
What do you think about the parent not being stable but wanting to have their children unsupervised?
Well, the thing is, if you know that a parent, whether it be like we said, the parent, so that's the mother or the father of the children, and you know that they're unstable. I mean, that takes quite. I mean, that's a broad spectrum because it's okay. What are they unstable about? I mean, are they
have a place for the children?
Right. If they don't have a place to live, and they out on drugs, and they shouldn't see their child unsupervised.
Adding these elements. Okay.
I mean, because but if it's like they are unstable because they don't have a job, but they stay with their mama, yeah. I mean, because their mama is gonna be at the house, so yeah, you can send them over there. That way, they get to know their parent, and then that way they can formulate their own decision whether it's somebody they want to be around. You should not be able to make that decision for them. But if they don't have nowhere to go, and I mean, where you gonna see the kids at? Then if you're not seeing them supervised, what we gonna meet at McDonald's? And I mean, so I mean, it's a lot of variations that actually go into that. Because I know that my oldest son, mama, she wasn't stable. She was on drugs. She was house jumping from this house to that house and everything. And she wanted to be a part of my son's life. But the thing is, and his aunt was raising him, but they made it so that even when I went to see him, even though I had everything that I needed, I still had to have supervised visits. That's because they felt that I was unstable, and they felt I was unstable because I wasn't coming around as often as I should, or I wasn't doing this. But I mean, so that was their opinion. But then in return, his mother, because that was his mother's natural aunt, she allowed her niece to see him without supervision, and she the one who should have had supervised visitation.
I want to say this. Even if, say, like, if Cakz was on drugs, I still wouldn't keep my child or children away from her. She couldn't have unsupervised visitations then, but I still wouldn't keep my child away from her, even if she was on
Even
drugs.
if she is heavy in the habit, like
no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I would not.
Because
you wouldn't see
dealt
him.
with this
You wouldn't see him in that
personally with one of my
element.
family members.
You wouldn't see him. They wouldn't see you in the drugs and element and while you're high.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, they wouldn't go around where you at, and they wouldn't be around you when you're high.
But see, that depends on how old the child actually is too. Because the thing is, you know, if not keeping the child away from that can cause a problem, and keeping the child away from that can cause a problem. That's why I say, see, so what you're talking about is it's a bigger picture than all of that. Because the thing is, and the reason why I say that is because look, if you keep the child away from it because you don't want the child to see their other parent like that, then the child is gonna grow up to hate you and feel like, well, why did you keep me away from my other parent? If you let the child see that, it can work out because then they can formulate their own opinion if they're old enough. Now, I wouldn't say a 1 or 2 or 3 year old around them because the thing is, no, I don't want them seeing that because they're very impressionable at that age. So you got to take the age into consideration. It's a lot of different things that you have to take into consideration when you're trying to make that decision.
Well,
That's why. Go ahead.
I think no matter what age it is, if it's a parent, it's still gonna leave an impact.
Yeah,
Mary Gail says she agrees.
And it is.
Yeah, if it's a parent, it's gonna leave an impact. If it's a sibling, it's gonna leave an impact. More so than it would be if it's a cousin or aunt or something. So yeah, when it comes to the impact aspect of it, I don't even think age matter. I think it's just a relation, and it's a parent.
But age matters a lot because think about it. If you send a 1 year old around a person that's like that and they can't take care of themselves, they're definitely not gonna be able to take care of him.
Oh no, they ain't no. If they're on drugs and all that, they're not gonna be seen by themselves. But they're not gonna be kept away either.
Right. Okay. I'll keep my ear out.
I mean, maybe I explained it wrong. But yeah, if they're on drugs, they will not be with them by themselves. I will let them see them, but I will not keep them away.
Right. And as parents, we should do everything in our power to make sure that our children know the other person, the other parent that's in their life. Because like the lady was saying on that last video, she didn't get the opportunity to spend time with her dad. But before he passed, he got to spend time with his grandchildren. And by me being a grandparent, I have children that I didn't spend time with because of one thing or another. But I try to do everything I can for my grandkids. Um, whether that's be financial support or just sometimes emotional support. I try to be there for my grandkids. But
is there regret or growth?
It's growth and regret. It's both, to be honest with you, because I regret not being there for all my kids because I'm the one that decided to have these kids. So I regret it, but I'm growing from the way that I used to be. And since I wasn't there for them, I'm going to be there for my grandkids. And me being there for my grandkids also puts me there for them as well.
I agree. I totally agree there. So, if I go to the next clip right here, I want to say this. I like to say this. When it comes to accountability, when it comes to honesty, a lot of times people think about what they're going to say because they think about what others may think about what they're going to say. This is Speak Your Chat. Were you free to say whatever it is? What's up on your mind? You know, we are opinionated people, and we encourage you to just speak your chat. That's all I wanted to say about that. I'm going to go on to this next clip before we get into the main.
You're infringing on my copyright.
Here we go right here. This is the next clip.
To different restaurants and trying new things and be extraordinary and doing stuff like that. But when you start in this freaking pissy dating pool, right? And you start to have these conversations. What I've learned that I didn't know when I was 20s compared to around my 40s is really listening to when they're talking to you so you don't miss the red flag, right? That's the problem. We'll listen and we pick what we want to keep opposed to listening to what they're telling you, because then we miss the red flags. And then when we get in a relationship with these men, right? After we get in a relationship with these men, the red flags were there, but we didn't notice it because we pick and chose what we wanted to take out the conversation that might have benefited us, but we really didn't hear the real picture, the whole picture. So now I rather, and I say this all the time, and I say this all the time, you know, I'd rather be by myself than settle just because for me to have a man, because I don't play, you're not putting your hands on me because I throw hands. I don't play the cheating game because once you cheat, I'm not giving you no chance. I don't play a lot of these games that some of these men are trying to bring onto you. And a lot of black men do the same thing. Oh, but if he's a good black man and he can provide for his family and your family, well, if he have his own family to provide for, how he can provide for me?
Hold on, sis. Hold on. To the person in the chat, I don't want y'all to block them. Let them rock. But if black women were so undesirable, y'all wouldn't feel the need to do a full court press to tell us we're undesirable. We would know that because we'd be living in our bodies to know that we're undesirable. And so what it is that y'all are so pressed, again, about losing black women to other races of men that quite a bit of y'all collectively have led a smear campaign on black women to paint us as undesirable so other men that you can't compete with wouldn't want us. And then y'all also try to attack our self-esteem and sense of self-worth to convince us that we're undesirable. If a person is ugly, they done been ugly all their life. They don't need nobody to tell them they ugly because they look in the fucking mirror every day.
Right. Absolutely.
So I told you to come over there. I wish you didn't leave, but whatever. So I don't need numbers. I'm a very observant person. And that's why I use the city of Philadelphia as an example. But I'm going to say this about divesting. Right before I left, the guy from Philly admitted that our men are broken. A lot. This is from his mouth to God's ear. He said, and a lot of our men need help. So am I saying that we should just leave our men in that condition? That's what I come down to. And everything that y'all be saying on this app, we're at a point where we have to decide, do we want to help our men not be broken?
I'm gonna play that one more time.
Hold on a minute. Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
And I hope I don't get
no, speak your shit.
blocked for saying it.
No, speak your shit.
But is that a lesbian channel or something?
No.
Because in my opinion, what in the God's name is y'all referencing to? Because where are they getting their information from?
This is something that a person said to him.
Social media.
Because, see, you know what? Because see, that's the thing. Because like, and the lady gonna come up there at the end and say that men are broken, but they
Wait a minute.
won't take responsibility for who allowed the men to be broken.
Hold now. Yeah, bruh. And me just with my opinion, I do believe a lot of us are broken. And I can't even point the finger at women.
Okay,
I have to have us male species take some of that accountability.
but the thing is, how can you take? How can we take accountability if y'all are allowing it? This is the problem that I have.
Because
You are,
I'm a
you
man
are
first, right?
no, no. Because the thing is, when you like, you know what type of work we do. When we walk into somebody's house and we see a guy sitting up there in the middle of the day
Of course.
playing a PlayStation.
Right. We got something to say. Of course.
Okay, because that's real men. Because real men like, bro, why you ain't at work? But they allowing it. So if you allowing it, why are you complaining about it?
But first and foremost, like I say, the man got to take responsibility.
But
he set his stupid ass in there.
No.
To be lazy and not do nothing.
Okay, now, so all right, with Miss Cakz, if you went to work every day and you came home and Miss Cakz was in the bed when you left to go to work, she was in bed when you got home from work, and you didn't do nothing about it, or you didn't say nothing about it, who you gonna blame?
You asking Cakz for me?
You.
First I'm gonna blame Cakz.
Why?
Because I'm gonna say you ain't feel motivated to do a goddamn thing.
But see, that's the problem. You're gonna blame her. You need to blame yourself because the thing is, yes, because you said
I can't control nobody.
you're right. You're not controlling them. But the thing is, if you allowing it,
I'm not
then
allowing it. That's just her character. She's showing me her character. So
come on now.
therefore, then I got to make a decision.
But you allowing it.
No,
Because that's what happens with the men. The women allow it. They allow him to sit around. They allow him to drop her off at work and drive her car all day and do this and do that and do this.
That's something he already conjured in his head what he's doing.
Not necessarily.
I guarantee you.
No, because the thing is, once he tried the first time, she need to be right there on it. Hey, look here, this ain't something that we do every day, bro. Yeah, you can use my car today, but tomorrow you need to figure it out because I'm driving myself to work. Or no, you're not gonna sit here and play video games all day, running up my light bill, running up, eating all my food, eating the kids' snacks and everything, and you sitting here playing video games while I'm out here working. No,
But
that's something that needs to be said.
If he never made the move, none of that would have been said. You understand?
That's my point. So
he had
he's
to make the move first.
right, so if he's put in his place the first time, instead of you allowing it when y'all in the dating game, and you know
tried
but that's the thing. No, because everybody always tries something to test their limits. Even kids. They always, that's just the reality. Everybody is going to always test their limits to see what it is I can get away with or what it is I can't get away with. In any relationship, everybody does it.
True.
So,
Pretty Brown Eyes said people are looking to blame others instead of standing in their own ish, hold themselves accountable. I agree.
What you were saying, Big E? You were still talking.
Oh, I mean, and that's the way that I feel because if you allow a person to do something, but then you want to come back and complain about it, well, why did you allow it? You can't have it both ways. You need to nip that in the bud from the start.
I wanted that back. This is what I say, right? Like I was listening to you guys debate about who's right and who's wrong, and like I said the other day, nothing gets resolved when we just point fingers. The person is still gonna lay there in the bed or lay there on a video game or lay there on TV doing whatever. You know, like you see is wrong. Like when is somebody gonna do something about it? You know,
That's my point.
why are we gonna keep accepting it?
That's my point.
When she was used to work, she said everybody in the house better work or school, or they ain't gonna eat. I feel you.
Yep, and I feel you too. I mean, that's exactly the way it need to be. Hey, because it comes a point, like, because I'm one of them old heads. When I walk out this house, oh, you walking out this house too. I don't care what you doing. I don't care where you go. But you definitely not gonna be sitting in this house soaking up my air conditioning and my electricity and eating my food while I'm out here busting my tail. You getting up out of here, bro. You gonna walk the street for 10 hours or 9 hours, however long I'm at work.
So you gonna go fill out some job applications.
Yep.
What you walking the streets for? That ain't the goal. The goal is to get the money. So you gotta fill out some applications.
And see, men and another reason why I say you gotta blame the man or the woman, because a lot of them already know how they are, and they, for some reason, they have radar on low self-esteem men or women pushovers that they can do that to. So they hone in on that. So you gotta hold them accountable.
But see, and the reason why this is the reason what irritated me about what the lady was saying is because how many of these males, because that's the thing, see, because you keep saying men, it's a difference. How many of these males grew up in a single parent home? They grew up with their mama.
Probably majority.
Yeah.
That's my point. See, and so that's where it starts at.
It's a cycle.
And
it's not even where it started. It's just a cycle.
Yeah, because that's the thing. That's just like, okay, I knew this family, and because I was dating the daughter, and the grandmama stayed out the projects. The girl, her grandma stayed out the projects, so her mama stayed out the projects. So then she ended up staying out the projects. So now her kids staying out the projects. And it's a never ending cycle. And at each one of these houses, it's a guy laid up in there with his feet kicked up on the coffee table, smoking a blunt, drinking a beer, and either watching Sports Center or playing a video game. And that's the same thing that they allow their male children to do. So if you're allowing him to do that, what else do he know? Yeah, but then for you to come back and blame a man for it, how are you going to blame me when this is the way that you taught me to be?
We're talking about the child, right?
I'm talking about the child that grows up to be a man or a male.
Because his parent allowed him to just lay around and be like that.
Right. So if they allow him to do it, then you know what? Then that's what he gonna feel like he can do until he get that strong woman that step in and say, "Look here, bro. No, we're not doing that here. If you want to do that, then you need to go on to the next one."
So only a strong woman can do that?
Well, a strong woman can do that, and a male that wants better for himself can do that. Yeah. But some men or males don't want better for themselves. They just want what they can get.
The bare minimum.
That's right.
Absolutely. I agree. I mean, I totally agree. I just hate that we got to go back and forth pointing fingers, because that never is a resolution. It never solves the problem.
Right.
So, I mean, if we want to say, okay, it's the women because we allowed the men. No, it's the men because they're doing it. Well, at the end of the day, who's accepting it and who's going to change it?
Right. And that's the thing. That has to happen.
They both
We
accept.
we both need to change. Women need to stop accepting it, and men need to stop trying it.
Well, they both accepting it.
Yeah, of course. They both accepted it. But like I'm saying, going forward, in order for it to stop, a woman has to put her foot down and say, "No, you're not coming in here with that. You need to go on back to your mama house."
Or maybe the man have to be like, you know what, I ain't coming, I ain't bringing that because this might be something special.
But that's the thing. How is he gonna know that if he don't get called out?
I mean, he don't have to get called out to recognize that they could be something special.
But
he ain't got to get called out for that. He
have
ain't
you ever
stay with it.
have you ever met a male that's in that situation that feel like he ain't got to do no more than what it
Yeah.
is? That,
Yes, I've met.
okay. And did you talk with him? Did
Not
you
about
explain
that.
to him? Did you explain to him from one male to another? Look here, bro. You got this all twisted. Did you do that?
I had a conversation, not a harsh
See,
conversation.
that's the
I
problem.
probably should have been more direct.
That's right. And you got to. You got because you know what we do as men? We'll sit down and joke with them and we'll say, "Well, dog, bro, hey, I wish I could do this all day."
Well, no, I ain't not like that. I'm like, man, you all right now. You know, she gonna get tired of that shit. You gonna find yourself ass out.
But see, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. But as men, as real men, we need to have them uncomfortable conversations with them. Look here, bro.
I totally agree.
This crap you doing, you ain't going nowhere with it. You ain't gonna never have nothing. You ain't gonna never be nothing. And you know what? They might not be our friend no more, or they might even be family and get cut off. I mean, they might cut us off. But that's conversations we as men need to have, and we need women that is dating these guys that have our back and say the same thing. No, look here, bro. We ain't doing that over here. Instead of letting them, because like
Yeah.
one of the ones said was, well, some of them just want a warm body in the bed, or a stiff penis. That's all they looking for.
Which is true.
So they allow you to do whatever you want to do.
Which
No,
is true. That's
that
true.
is that's where we got to draw the line at. We have to draw the line
Well, see,
somewhere.
we can't have that conversation with the women. The women have to have that conversation.
Right.
So, because you know, certain things men can't speak with women about because we cross the line. We can talk to our daughters about it. You know, maybe even our wives. But outside of that, we cross the line, and who are we to? Yeah, I mean, we men, so we know how men come.
Right. And that's the thing where in like we was even talking about earlier, when that's the reason why a family, that even if the mama and the daddy are not together, that's why you have a mother and that's why you have a father. So you can talk to both of them. The mama's gonna give you the woman's aspect, the father is gonna give you the male's aspect. And that's the reason why it's so good and it's so great to have both of them there, or even if they're not in the same home, but you understand you are still in contact with both of them. So that way you can get a woman's perspective, you can get a male's perspective. But it's been so many times that it's just been our women raising these kids by themselves. So and all that they can give them is just a female perspective of life. They can't tell them. They can tell them what they expect the man to do or what they're looking for a male to do, but they can't literally sit down and from a male's perspective and say, as a man, this is
No,
what you need to do.
no woman can do that. No.
That's my point. That's why I was saying earlier that yeah, you should not keep the child away from the other parent, because they are going to get something from each one that is going to help them be more productive in life. Even if you got to do visitations, I mean supervised visitations, but let them talk to them. Let them explain to them why I'm this way, why I do this, why I do that. And yeah, it's gonna be some hard conversations that's gotta be had. But most of the time now, we as parents, we don't want to have them hard conversations with our kids. But we need to.
Did you hear the clip earlier where the woman was saying that she feels that parents should let the child speak to either parent any type of way they
Oh
feel
yeah.
they
I heard that stupid crap. Yeah, I heard that. Because the thing is, no, because the thing is, as a parent and as a child, I don't care if I'm the stepdad, as a child, yes, I will give you the opportunity to express your feelings. But even with me giving you that opportunity, you're gonna respect me as the head of this house. You're not gonna talk to me any kind of way. I don't care if you my stepchild or my natural child. You are not gonna disrespect me because you feel like you can say what you want, how you want. No, I don't play them games. I
or
don't.
because the other parent allow you to talk to
Yeah,
them that way.
yeah. Just because, hey, let me tell you something. Just because your mother or your father allow you to talk to them any kind of way, that's them. Me, on the other hand, no. When you come to me with respect. Because one thing that I learned, to get respect, you got to give respect. So why am I going to respect you and treat you this way, but yet instead you feel like you come to me and say whatever you want, whenever you want, you come to me cussing and talking out the side of your head and all. No, no, bro. I mean, if you that grown that you can come to me this way, then you know what? You that grown that you need to be on your own. But I have grown kids that have their own house, have their own careers, have their own families, and they still don't even come to me that way. That's something that we should never allow, especially as a African American race. We are not trying for our kids to become like the Caucasian race. Where and the Caucasian race, oh yeah, little Johnny can say whatever little Johnny want to say. Little Johnny can be 10 years old and cussing daddy out.
Mhm.
And daddy like, Johnny, you shouldn't be saying that. No. Come to me like that if you want to, little Johnny. You're gonna be picking your teeth up off the floor. Cause I'm sure gonna knock them in the middle of the floor. And see, and that's the way that my parents and my grandparents raised me. And you know what? And that's the way that I raised my kids. That's why my kids right today respect me. They would not cuss in front of me. Half of them even scared to drink in front of me. And I had to tell them, no, go ahead, enjoy yourself. You grown. But don't be standing up there cussing up a storm when I'm sitting there. Now, if we talking and you don't know, a cuss word might come here or there, that's one thing. But if every other word is a cousin word and you sitting in front of me, then they show me that, well, first of all, you don't
No
respect me.
respect. Yeah.
All right,
So,
true.
That's what I say too. I don't know how these children do it.
I'm about to ask a question. This is for everybody. It's gonna sound a little crazy, but not so much. Do you feel whether you're the step parent or your mate is the step parent, and you don't move into their house, they move into your house? Do you feel it's all right for the step parent, whether it's you or whether it's someone else, to be able to kick your child out the house?
Could the step
well,
parent be able to kick the
I let Miss Cakes go first, but I've been there, done that. So,
if it was me and you was the stepdad and you try to kick out my son or my daughter, I don't know. I probably would go for it because I mean, why they in there? Why are they in there? How old are they?
thank you, Miss Cakes.
Maybe they 15, 16.
A child?
No,
No, not
no,
a child. Not a kid.
not a
No.
no. Not a child. See, now you need. See, that's what I'd be telling you, Big Mister. When you come up with these questions, you need to think of the broad spectrum of it, because a child is still the parent's responsibility until they become an adult or an adult in that legal state.
Right.
You know,
So
every question is precisely played.
no, that's not precise because
For
if
me, no. I'm saying everything I asked is the motive behind it.
oh, okay, because if that child is under, like in South Carolina, the legal
Mess.
age for a person to go to jail is 17.
Welcome.
So if you are under the age to be considered an adult, no, you don't never kick that person out. But if that person is older than the age to be considered adult and they're disrespectful, they're not doing what it is you're asking them to do, they're not trying to better themselves, then you know what? I don't care if I'm the stepdaddy, if I'm the real daddy, I'm gonna kick you out.
Bessie said, "Stop with the nonsense."
Tell Messi don't go there, cause I'll kick her out.
I don't know how I feel about that. I
See,
don't.
and why would you feel any different? Because if think about it, if your wife decided to kick your grown son out,
It's for a reason.
that's my point. And
It's
I ain't like
for
she
a
just
reason.
she woke up one day and said,
And
you
the
know what?
main reason gonna be either disrespect or financial. Cause the dirtiness, okay, whatever. But you gotta have some money. You
That's
can't
right.
be nowhere. You over 18. I'm gonna say 21. But if you an adult and you living in the house, you need to be bringing some type of money in. I don't
That's
care.
right.
Period.
You need to be bringing something to the table because out
Okay.
here in this world, where you gonna stay at or live at or
For
do anything
free.
for free?
No.
What?
Yeah, it's places
The shelter.
Hold on.
we just said that women is allowing men to do that.
Yeah, we said that there's women that allowing the men to do that. That's the thing. But what if you don't find one? Where you gonna stay at for free?
Oh, you can find one.
Oh, so like,
They go one right there. Wait, she ain't got a place yet. When she do get her place, yeah.
All right, I will go to the next one.
thank you.
This is okay. This one right here is the main topic, the homeless. I'm gonna play this maybe twice. I'm gonna play it one time and then we'll.
So, what's happening? Thank you for the follow. Did I just follow you? We're just waiting on money because it's not a case of anything but time. We need somebody to wait patiently for our payment. They will not take partial payment, and they want full payment. And full payment will come if they be patient with us. Not like next paycheck patient, but like end of day patient. I'm not paying attention to these comments. What is happening? And do I need to? Oh yeah, you gotta go. What? We ain't in here for that. I got 3 young daughters. No, I blocked them completely. We ain't here for that. I'm not gonna do that. It's Cash App. Okay, I'll put it up. Oops. Wait a minute. It's out. What am I missing? Oh, your phone ringing?
Yeah. Hi. You are currently being recorded.
Actually, they're calling right now.
I'm about to get dressed to head down the road. I'm just trying to give you a heads up of what time it was looking like for me.
So, my husband's, where we're getting the money, they're sitting at like MoneyGram or something. So, my husband has to go to the place to get there. We're taking the bus. That's going to take at least, I don't even see what Dolores is saying. I just seeing the at. Okay, Dolores gotta go. Okay, Dolores. Bye, Dolores. I will just, we can get a hotel while I go to work and do all of that. Like, if I can get a hotel for 2 weeks, and everything. Like, I'll be able to start my work, get a paycheck in, and then start from that square. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get this ironed out right now. I can't jump forward at this very moment in time because of the time restraint. But all I can do is beg for leniency, for them to be patient with us and wait for the balance. So if they don't want to do that, then we're going to have to use our money to get a hotel, because I'm not going to fight them for their own home. But me not fighting y'all for your own home, y'all wanting us out to the point where you're going to call the cops, we're going to have to use the money that we have for you to get a place. You know what I'm saying? To put us in a hotel. Hi. Thank you for the follows, guys. And so I'm trying to figure out where to settle in this, because some of these things aren't in my control. Like, I can't control. You know what? And I'm not that type of person, because I know the situation they're in. Like, we're not getting evicted legally, but there's no lease, there's no nothing. It was a verbal agreement. And like I said, I'm not going to fight anybody for their own home regardless. It's Saturday regardless of what. You know what I mean? But they can still call the cops regardless of what. And the cops can't do anything. I know they can't do anything. But again, I don't want to have to put anybody through that. Like, I don't want to have to go through that with anybody. It's not a scam, because the money's on the way. The money is on the way. Y'all don't even know how much I'm looking for. As you can see, you don't see any of the things. Anytime I post my Cash App is if somebody asks for it. So it's cool. It's whatever. And you're right. All those things, but I'm not going to put a single woman, with kids through that process just because, it would be easier, because I do have an option of going to a hotel. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to do that, because it was supposed to be a case where we were all helping each other out in the situation, but without having the full balance, it hinders a lot of things. But we didn't know the details of the situation until last night, and they didn't know the details of our situation until last night. Like, nobody communicated. So now it's do this or get out, and I'm just like, all right, cool. I mean, they're not going to iron out the way y'all want it to. I would rather give y'all money that we owe you. But, before an hour ago, we didn't even have an answer about us getting help. You know what I mean? Before an hour ago, we didn't even know if we were going to get help with the money.
Now, she's married. Apparently, they're behind on their rent. They just got a job. I don't know how long they was out of work that they behind on their rent. They didn't say if they had unemployment or anything of that sort. But she did mention that they had a word of mouth contract to stay in the home they were staying in, which I think was the dumbest thing ever. No lease. They could have been told you to get the fuck out. Even though I know. I think if you get mail there and you've been there for 30 days, you have to go through the whole eviction process. But she has a man. She has a husband, a whole husband. And like me and Kate said before, hey, we've been there before. But it's a certain circumstances. No excuses. It is what it is. The thing was the same. We was without our own shelter over our head for a period of time. We went through the motions. We looked at places. We turned places down. Some places just looked like they were scammy. But it is what it is. As far as her worrying about whoever she's staying, calling the police to come have them kicked out, I think that's a little more than just late rent.
Man, you don't read between the lines, do you?
I'm listening.
See, on that you got to read between the lines.
I'm listening.
I'm gonna go Steve Harvey on you now.
Okay.
He's trending.
You got a no good for nothing, a bum of a husband, and you stand with a friend that didn't want to do a contract because they would try to help you out. And in the process of them helping you out, they see that you out there working and you taking your money and you probably go and get drunk or high every day and you ain't kicking in nothing to the bills. So now they had limits because they probably get ready to get put out because they can't meet the note. And because they probably sitting up there with you, getting drunk, getting high.
Side eyeing you.
Right. And now they telling you, look, we got to come up with this $500 or else you got to go because we gonna have to come up with it regardless if we want to keep our place. So now they telling them that you need to come up with it or else you got to go because why else would I need you to stay here? But yet instead, won't none of that brought up before. But yet you got this man here that you claim you married to, and what is he doing? Because the only thing she said is about her working. She ain't said nothing about him. Because the thing is, if she work it and he work it, why they ain't got their own?
It could be reasons. I'm not gonna lie. It could be reasons.
It's no reason why you shouldn't have your own. Whether it's a hotel, whether it's your own place. There's no reason why you shouldn't have your own. I mean,
think.
No, because
I
see,
feel you.
but you know what? But you know what, Mister? Because it's like you try to bring in your situation. Your situation is totally different. Don't ever do that again. Because the thing is, like I tell everybody, you show everybody that even though I may be in this situation don't define me. That's the difference. So don't even compare what your situation was to that. Because apparently their situation is because if you got money, but then look at it. They was looking for somebody to send them money. Because honestly, she was begging. That's the reason why she did it. Then she want to try to co- divert that she was begging to. I don't put my cash app up unless somebody asks for it. No. Well, why is you on social media? You're posting that you're going to get put out, and you need this, and y'all need that, and you got to go to a Western Union, and furthermore, they got to catch the bus or something there. So you saying you ain't even got transportation.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing for yourself this whole time? Or your husband? What have y'all been doing? To me, it sounds like ain't nobody been doing nothing but just enjoying life.
And how long have they had these jobs?
That's my point.
Messi said, hold on, E. Understand, she is a female. Stop putting your mean point of view on hers.
Message. Get a grip on reality. You see what she said? A dirty pair of pants is better than no pants. So what you saying? You'll get a. So you rather have a bum for a man than not to have nothing.
Nah, now in that aspect, I understand what you're saying. No. In a literal sense, yes. Hypothetical, metaphorically, no.
Metaphorically?
Yeah.
Look what you learned, a new word today. Let me tell you something. A dirty pair of pants ain't better than no pants. Because the thing is, so you would rather have a bum than do it by yourself. Because that's the way I'm looking at it. A dirty pair of pants is a bum as a wife or a husband is the dirty pants. Rather than you being a single parent and you doing it.
I agree. I'd rather do it by myself.
So you would rather have no pants than dirty pants. So get it right now, mister. I'm trying to tell you. Be careful what you say now.
Messy say she coming.
Tell her, come on, I'm always here. Cause see that's and that just goes right back to the same things that we've been talking about time and time and time again. We just come at it at a different way each time. And that is, I mean, and okay, now you know what? I probably would feel better if he was the one that was on live asking for help. Why do you got your wife up here doing this?
He'll be ridiculed.
But the thing is, but you know what? You take the ridicule. You take that you messed up. You own up to it. You tell the people, yeah, I made a mistake. I did this, I did. But look, I need help right now. You take it. But no, but you think he ain't gonna be ridiculed because he got his wife up there saying it? Now he could be looked at even worse because it's like, oh, you got your wife out here begging, bro.
But these YouTube mommies, they done mastered the art of dry begging. They get on around certain times and tell stories.
And picking up homeless men too.
Yeah, and homeless
Yep. See, and that's my thing.
There go the link, Messy. I'm gonna play this one more time. Where is that? Right here. I'm gonna play this one more time.
So what's happening? Thank you for the follow. Did I just follow you? We're just waiting on money because it's not a case of anything but time. We need somebody to wait patiently for our payment. They will not take partial payment and they want full payment. And full payment will come if they be patient with us. Not like next paycheck patient, but like end of day patient. I'm not paying attention to these comments. What is happening? And do I need to? Oh yeah, you gotta go. What? We ain't in here for that. I got 3 young daughters. No, I blocked them completely. We ain't here for that. I'm not gonna do that. It's Cash App. Okay, I'll put it up. Oops. Wait a minute. It's out. What am I missing? Oh, your phone ringing?
Yeah.
Hi. You are currently being recorded.
Actually, they're calling right now.
Ladies, something about to get dressed to head down the road. I'm just trying to give you a heads up of what time it was looking like for me.
So my husband's, where we're getting the money, they're sitting at like MoneyGround or something. So my husband has to go to the place to get there. We're taking the bus. That's going to take at least, I don't even see what Dolores is saying. I just seeing the at. Okay, Dolores gotta go. Okay, Dolores. Bye, Dolores. I will just, we can get a hotel while I go to work and do all of that. Like if I can get a hotel for 2 weeks and everything, like I'll be able to start my work, get a paycheck in, and then start from that square. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get this ironed out right now. I can't jump forward at this very moment in time because of the time restraint. But all I can do is beg for leniency for them to be patient with us and wait for the balance. So if they don't want to do that, then we're going to have to use our money to get a hotel because I'm not going to fight them for their own home. But me not fighting y'all for your own home, y'all wanting us out to the point where you're going to call the cops. We're going to have to use the money that we have for you to get a place. You know what I'm saying? To put us in a hotel.
Hi.
Thank you for the follows, guys. And so I'm trying to figure out where to settle in this, because some of these things aren't in my control. Like, I can't control. You know what? And I'm not that type of person, because I know the situation they're in. Like, we're not getting evicted legally, but there's no lease, there's no nothing. It was a verbal agreement. And like I said, I'm not going to fight anybody for their own home regardless. It's Saturday regardless of what. You know what I mean? But they can still call the cops regardless of what. And the cops can't do anything. I know they can't do anything. But again, I don't want to have to put anybody through that. Like, I don't want to have to go through that with anybody. It's not a scam because the money's on the way. The money is on the way. Y'all don't even know how much I'm looking for. As you can see, you don't see any of the things. Anytime I post my Cash App is if somebody asks for it. So it's cool. It's whatever. And you're right. All those things. But I'm not going to put a single woman, with kids through that process just because, it would be easier. Because I do have an option of going to a hotel. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to do that. Because it was supposed to be a case where we were all helping each other out in the situation. But without having the full balance, it hinders a lot of things. But we didn't know the details of the situation until last night. And they didn't know the details of our situation until last night. Like, nobody communicated. So now it's do this or get out. And I'm just like, all right, cool. I mean, they're not going to iron out the way y'all want it to. I would rather give y'all money that we owe you. But, before an hour ago, we didn't even have an answer about us getting help. You know what I mean? Before an hour ago, we didn't even know if we were going to get help with the money.
You know what, man?
Go ahead.
I just heard some stuff that I missed the first time.
I about to say the same thing. Go ahead.
First thing I missed was that she said her husband and her 3 daughters are staying with a single mom.
Oh, I ain't hear the single mother part.
Oh, you did? She said she don't want to do nothing where it's gonna affect the single mom. So that means they staying with a single mom. Now, hold on, woman. You moved your whole family into a house with a single mom? I mean, your husband. Now I can see if you use it, and then they said they did it to help each other out. But apparently, their help stopped somewhere. So this thing got me to being puzzled a little bit. Because you, your husband, and your 3 daughters moved into this apartment or house with a single mom. And apparently she was there before y'all got there. And you couldn't help her out. Y'all got to borrow money in order to, or beg for money to give her what she's asking for.
You know what? And you know what? Come to think of it, what if they never paid her at all? Period. Yet.
And that's probably the thing. They probably never paid. And they probably kept saying, "Well, yeah, I'll get you next week." Because even the lady that was talking, and I thought she had a job. She was like, she's gonna start the job. Mm-hmm. Oh, so why does it take you getting put out to start a job?
That's when people try to scatter to come up with anything to buy them more time.
You know what? Yeah, she what you call a scam artist. She prey on the weak or people that's weaker than her. She prey on them, get what she can get, and then move to the next one. And need to tell messy, I don't be on punishment. I just was asleep.
You know, we're gonna do a recap. I'm gonna play the clips again. This is a recap. Let's go back to this one right here.
To different restaurants and trying new things and be extraordinary and doing stuff like that. But when you start in this freaking pissy dating pool, right? And you start to have these conversations. What I've learned that I didn't know when I was 20s compared to around my 40s is really listening to when they're talking to you so you don't miss the red flag, right? That's the problem. We'll listen and we pick what we want to keep opposed to listening to what they're telling you, because then we miss the red flags. And then when we get in a relationship with these men, right? After we get in a relationship with these men, the red flags were there, but we didn't notice it because we pick and chose what we wanted to take out the conversation that might have benefited us, but we really didn't hear the real picture, the whole picture. So now I rather, and I say this all the time, and I say this all the time, I'd rather be by myself than settle just because for me to have a man, because I don't play, you're not putting your hands on me because I throw hands. I don't play the cheating game because once you cheat, I'm not giving you no chance. I don't play a lot of these games that some of these men are trying to bring onto you. And a lot of black men do the same thing. Oh, but if he's a good black man and he can provide for his family and your family, well, if he have his own family to provide for, how he can provide for me?
Hold on, sis. Hold on. To the person in the chat, I don't want y'all to block them. Let them rock. But if black women were so undesirable, y'all wouldn't feel the need to do a full court press to tell us we're undesirable. We would know that because we'd be living in our bodies to know that we're undesirable. And so what it is that y'all are so pressed, again, about losing black women to other races of men that quite a bit of y'all collectively have led a smear campaign on black women to paint us as undesirable so other men that you can't compete with wouldn't want us. And then y'all also try to attack our self-esteem and sense of self-worth to convince us that we're undesirable. If a person is ugly, they done been ugly all their life. They don't need nobody to tell them they ugly because they look in the fucking mirror every day.
Right. Absolutely.
So I told you to come over there. I wish you didn't leave, but whatever. So I don't need numbers. I'm a very observant person. And that's why I use the city of Philadelphia as an example. But I'm going to say this about divesting. Right before I left, the guy from Philly admitted that our men are broken. This is from his mouth to God's ear. He said, and a lot of our men need help. So am I saying that we should just leave our men in that condition? That's what I come down to. And everything that y'all be saying on this app, we're at a point where we have to decide, do we want to help our men not be broken?
All right. Now, I want to just, I'm going to softly touch on a few things. When it first came on, the woman speaking said she threw hands. So she's abusive. Whether that means she's defending herself or whether she's the aggressor. If she's defending herself, she can't be abusive. But I believe she will definitely be an aggressor. She just gave off that kind of aggressive spirit.
Back up here.
Also,
hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, I'm back. Okay, because I got cut out.
Also, they said that black women are made to feel unattractive by black males.
No, see, you missed it. You missed the whole thing. That second woman said that it literally hurt me to my soul. She was like, we go around and we perpetrate black women as this so that they'll become undesirable to men that are in a better position than what we are. So what you downplaying black men? So what you saying that Mexican men are better, or white men got more money, or white this or this or that? You know what? That goes to show your ignorance, because somebody like you, I hope a white man will take so he can go through the headache I got to go through. Because you know what? You control it. And you want to be with somebody you can control. So you know what? You go on over there and get Jim Bob. Maybe you can control him. Maybe you can live on a farm with him or do whatever you want to do. Because the thing is, what do you mean we telling them how you're this way, you're that way? No, the thing is, you're showing us the only thing you want to do is control everything. You just want to be in charge of everything that goes on.
Bruh, now you know I rock you roll. I'm confused now. I'm confused. How does the controlling coincide with the black men making the black women feel unattractive?
But see, that was the thing, because who makes them feel unattractive? Nobody can make you feel unattractive but yourself. Because I can tell you, or I can say whatever it is I want to say, but you feeling attractive is something that comes from within you. Because even as kids, when you were growing up and you was in elementary school and a little kid run up to you ugly, you dumb.
It
Okay.
affects some people.
And if you sit there and you believe that and you focus on that, then yes, you have a problem, not nobody else.
But we always hear, especially in movies and stuff, I want a man to make me feel attractive, make me feel sexy.
Man, we ain't talking about movies. We talking about real life.
I hear it in real life.
Okay, well, if that's what they looking for, then they need to find that person that does that. Because nobody's gonna tell you every day, baby, you the most beautiful woman in the world. Baby, I can't live without you. Baby, man, come on. That's not real life. That's Huxtable living.
Interesting. Can you tell your wife you love her every day?
Can I do it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about every day, because I might forget.
Ooh. Work on it.
But it's things that I do that shows it. So no, I don't have to say it every day.
Hey,
Because
I tried that. I tried that excuse, but
no, because she don't. No,
that.
because she don't tell me every day. Nobody does, because think about it. If you do something every day, it becomes repetitiously.
We do.
So now you're doing it because it's implanted in you to do it, not because you honestly feel that way, but because it becomes repetitiously. That's just like I get up every morning and I drive to work. I've been doing it for a year now, over a year. I get up, I get in my truck, I drive to work. I get up, I get in my truck, I drive to work. I done it so many times, I believe my truck will go to work by itself.
Let's see, it ain't repetitious for us. It's not muscle memory, because we would normally say to do that. If we ain't feeling each other right then and there, you ain't gonna get it till you get it.
That's my point. But if you can say it while you mad, then that's not repetitiously. That means that, you know what, you truly feel that way. If you can say it when she just finished cussing you out,
Yeah, do that too.
and you can say, well, you know what, baby, you know I still love you. Now, can you do that? Or do you walk outside and slam the door?
No, I tell her I still love her, give her a kiss.
And she probably cuss you out and say,
yeah, yep. Get on me, I don't want no kiss.
Yep. See, that's the thing. See, now, like I said, some people can't do that. But some people just don't. Some people, because that's the thing, because we all are made different. And, and it took me until this last, 5 years of my life to tell somebody that I actually love them. Because growing up, that's something I never heard.
For real?
Yeah. I mean, I like you. I kick it with you. We chilling. We this, we that. But love you? No. Like me and my son, we just now started telling each other we love each other. Me and my mama, we just now started to tell each other that we love each other. Because it's something that I never heard growing up. But but it's getting older. I'm learning. You know, you tell a person you love them because you never know when you're gonna see that person again.
Yeah. And maybe the last time.
That's right. But I had to learn that. It wasn't something that was taught to me. I mean, because when I was growing up, when you tell somebody you love them, you know, you just trying to get the draws. Yeah, girl, you know I love you. And then y'all done after you got it. So, I mean, hey, that's the way I grew up.
All right. Woo. We gotta do 2 more recaps before we vote on who to sit your ass down recipient today.
Oh, I already know who that is. That's Messi.
Being Marangale says, I'd rather feel love than being told I'm loved. Love is an action. You're absolutely right. Love is an action and a choice.
That's a good one, baby.
Yep. Because I can tell you every day, but if I don't show you, then what?
Yeah.
You just said it.
Redhead, this one. Huh? Which one? No, we already did this.
Yeah, that one.
This one.
Father. Let me tell you, my mom died when I was 21. My dad died 2 years ago when I was 37. I'm 39 now. I never got to explain to him how I felt as a daughter because he died before I could explain that. So I say to each and every mother and father, allow your kids to speak how they feel to either parent, because in the blink of an eye, that surely could be gone. And then you're left feeling like how I'm feeling. I didn't get to explain to this guy how that I felt. And it actually hurt me more when he died, because a few years prior to him dying, he wasn't homeless anymore. My brother made sure he wasn't homeless. He wasn't that bright father for my brother. My dad got off of drugs. He didn't allow himself to be a father to us, but he was a great grandfather to my son, because he missed that with us, but he showed that he could be he could have been the dad that at that time, he couldn't be the dad that we wanted him to be because his mindset wasn't there yet. But let me show my grandkids. I have one son. Let me show my grandson that I can be that father. And we allow him to do that. And when my dad passed away, I kid you not, me and my brother made sure. He told us, I know y'all not going to bury me the way that I want to be buried. When I die, I'm going to just die. Y'all can throw me in the sea if y'all want to. But we made sure he was buried properly. We made sure what we missed, he didn't have to go lacking. I never got to explain myself to him, but I deal with that now on an emotional level, and mentally it bothers me because I didn't get to explain that. So now with my 13-year-old son, his father is a part of his life. However, he doesn't teach him the right way. As a mother, I'm not going to talk against you. When you get old enough, I teach my son, when you get old enough, you'll be able to explain how you feel with your dad. So I'm definitely going to allow you. I'm going to allow your dad to be a part of your life. He has to deal with that when you get older and explain himself. But I'm not going to stop you or your dad from being a part of each other's life.
I want to say I think she lying. I think they put insurance on her dad.
Oh my goodness.
Or raised insurance.
That's different.
And I don't think they buried him in a great or good way. I probably do think they just did the very minimum.
Damn.
She did not sound like convincing to me. I really, because she probably tried to benefit off of him in some type of way. Well, you wasn't there for me when I was younger. You'll be for me when you pass away. I don't know. That's what I really. That's why I believe that. I do think she got insurance or raised the premium, got a larger, policy. But
hey, Big Mister.
Uh-huh.
Can you do me a favor?
Yep.
The next time before you go live, can you put a battery in that smoke detector?
Oh, you hear?
Of course I heard.
Yeah. Not just sold cakes that today. Soon I heard it. I said, God damn, need a battery.
Hey, when y'all get offline, make sure y'all give Messy my phone number.
All right.
I got a project that I want to work on with her. That is go as soon as my contract is done. We can go ahead and do it.
I got you.
If she agree.
I work on it tonight or Sunday. We got you see that picture on the screen?
Yeah.
Those are the contestants for the Sit Your Ass Down award. Giving out it's a daily give out when we do the tonight's presentation, and we welcome to the presentation. So each of these women need to sit their ass down somewhere. One is a smother butter. The other is a roach foot. And the other man likes to wear open toe shoes all the time.
Can we vote for all three?
No, you gotta vote for one.
I'm voting for the one who hair got done.
So we have Peach McIntyre. That's the one with the frowned up lip and stuff. With the natural dew, the pine cone natural dew.
He said the natural dew.
Then you got my Jazzy Life, and someone pointed out wearing Donna clothes.
That was funny.
Damn, don't you like she got a fake teeth in her mouth too?
Yeah.
All right, got Big Jasmine over there. And then we got Tuna Fish. That's her right there with the little haircut.
And she still didn't make it to the barbershop. She just going with the flow. I still got to give it a Peach though. Peach McIntyre got it with me.
Which one is the one back there with the leopard print out?
That's Jazz.
Oh, okay.
Let me give you some information about Jazz. She has a bum husband. No, not husband. She has a bum baby dad who used to be friends with her other kid's father, who was a pimp and who had kids on Jazz while they was together. Went to jail.
Six of them.
Yeah. He went to jail. She was raising his kids. Got up with his ex b-ball friend. Had a kid by him. It's alleged that he be Mike Tyson into her, and maybe a tree jumper.
Oh Lord.
Yep. And he don't pay child support.
Yeah, and he don't work. Even though
He don't work.
And he cooks with activated charcoal.
He has 3 jobs that he does not clock into.
And then you got Tuna the fish, as Fran calls her. She lost her baby dad, her husband. She lost her children.
She lost everything.
She got with another little tree jumper. Accused him of being a same-sex member.
Working and sleeping with a pastor.
and giving Gargamel
in a trailer?
And giving Gargamel to some white dude right outside the apartment. Supposedly. She has imaginary baby dad. And she got ran up on after having such a big mouth and didn't want to do nothing.
Yes.
And she abandoned her kids.
That's it. You saved the worst for last. You know that? She did get ran up on and she talked so much junk. And boy, was she caught off guard. And she, oh my God, she did just abandon her children. That's sad.
Was that the one that was on the news?
Shit, she should have been, but no. No. And Peach says she's a 6-figure content creator who has a gambling problem.
What's the lady name from Good Times again? Because that's who Peach
Florida
is.
Evans.
Peach is giving Florida Evans.
Yeah, she is giving Florida
Peach
Evans.
is giving Florida Evans, baby.
She got a husband that wears flops and no socks constantly. He doesn't.
And he drinks a lot and gambles.
Yeah.
They have a huge gambling problem.
And Peach is the epitome of rolling out of bed and just running outside.
Yep. She probably don't wash neither.
She don't care how she looks. She's loud, boisterous. But she does a lot. She does a lot of it for attention. And it's garnering her attention, which puts money in her pocket. So,
but it's embarrassing to her family.
Yeah,
and especially since she want to out her mother. It's not enough money in the world to want to disrespect your mom on social media and try to out her to the world.
So her mama still living? Because she look like she about 60, 70 herself.
She's only
33.
Yeah.
Good God, she done lived a rough life.
She just turned 34. She says she's pregnant now. She is big. Yeah, her claim to fame is going from Section 8 food stamps to 6 figures. She definitely has a gambling problem.
Yes. Yes. You hitting it, baby. You hitting it. You nailing it.
But the main knock against her is her husband wears flip-flops all the time with no socks. She's attracted to a man that wears flip-flop with no socks. So, those are your choices. Everybody, those are your choices. Rotten peach cobbler, tuna fish, and roach foot. So, we're going to give y'all 45 seconds to either speak or drop your choice for the Sit Your Ass Down award. We're going to take however many responses we get. That's what's going to be the winner.
I'm going with Peach.
I'm going with number 3.
Which one is number 3?
Which way you going?
Florida Evans.
Yes.
So we got 2 peaches.
Yes.
We got 2 votes for Peach.
What you got, babe? We making bets.
I'm going for Peach too. We got 3 for Peach.
What's going on in the comments? Who we got?
We got 3 for Peach.
Who we got? Peach, Liv, or Jazz? What you say? Roach foot, rotten peach, or tuna?
Mm-hmm. So that's 3 votes for Peach. I'm pretty sure that the rotten peach cobbler eater is gonna be.
Yeah, they've been going hard in the paint. But that's what's up. Thank you to all our new subscribers too. If y'all in here, hey, shout out to all our new subbies. Make sure y'all like this video on your way out. Shout out to Big E for coming through.
Okay. So we got 3 peach. One
Hey KW.
What up, KW? We got 3 peach, 1 live.
She said y'all on here clowning.
So 3
just
peach,
a little bit.
3 for peach, 1 for live.
Just a little bit, KW.
Well, Jazz ain't gonna get no votes. Uh-oh.
Thanks to Donna.
We're gonna be back a little later, K-Dub.
Hit that replay, girl. We about to jump off of here. Enjoy the rest of our evening. We may come back for Messy after midnight, so have your notifications on. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank y'all for thumbsing the video up. We definitely appreciate it.
And the recipient of the Sit Your Ass Down award for today is Rotten Ass Peach.
Absolutely.
Florida Evans.
Absolutely.
So, congratulations, Peach. Sit your ass down. Now, next time, I missed my beautiful wife, Cakz, the loving fam is the presenters. This is the presentation. You've been welcome to it.
The
Until
presentation.
later, welcome to tonight's presentation. We got 5 on it. We got us on it. We all on it. For the next time, you hear your boy rhyme. You can't have Mista
without the Cakz.
Side to the mother effing ways.
Sideways. Don't forget to like the video on the way out.
We'll be back.